Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to use Dall-E to create awesome images and photos for your business, books, and papers. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and share this video with your smart friends. Okay, I'm going to jump over to ChatGPT. Even though this tutorial is about Dall-E, we're going to start with ChatGPT because we want to get information. We're going to start off as if we don't know and we are interested in learning. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say, can you provide examples of the types of business books that I could self-publish to promote a food truck business? Can you give me some examples, ChatGPT? And this is the approach that you want to take when you're using the AI to create content. Now, it's giving me information. Here are a few examples of business books. The Food Truck Business, a step-by-step guide to starting and running your own mobile kitchen. That sounds interesting. The Street Food Entrepreneur, how to start and grow a profitable food truck business. That's pretty good. Food Truck Empire, Food Trucks 101. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now take one of the titles that it gave me. Food Trucks 101, how to start and grow a profitable mobile food business. And I'm going to ask it, can you write a prompt for Dall-E to create some photograph style images to promote my food truck? All right, so this is what I'm asking it to do now. Can you write a prompt for the images robot, which is Dall-E, to create photograph style images? Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I put the title in there. Can you write a prompt for Dall-E to create photograph style images for the book title Food Trucks 101, how to start and grow a profitable mobile food truck business? Okay, I had to make sure I put the title in there. So, can you write a prompt for Dall-E to create photograph style images for the book titled, all right, let's see if you can do this. Can you give me a prompt? And this is just an example. And it says, sure, here's a prompt you can use to generate photographs that match the style. Oh, network error when it gets to the good part. Okay. So let's see if it'll regenerate. This happens from time to time. And this is a good example of where we are. We're so early with this technology. There's so many people that's using it. It's still thinking. All right. It gave me the prompt. Okay. And then it canceled. Let's try it again. I'm just going to give it the same question again. And let's see what it does. Oh, it's network error. Let's refresh. Let's refresh it. This happens time to time. And so now I'm going to paste it again after refreshing. And let's see what the robot does. Okay, it gives me the prompt without too much filler. And I'm just going to copy this. All right, now we're going to read the prompt here in a second once we get Dall-E working. Now I'm jumping over to the other tab. This is Dall-E, the images robot from OpenAI, and I'm going to paste the prompt All right, that's the keyword. And I notice it's a little bit long, so I'm going to take off the last point here. Colorful, delicious. All right, we'll just cut it off there. And I'm going to generate while we read it. It says create an original image that visually represents the concept of a successful and vibrant food truck business as described in the book titled Food Trucks 101: How to Start and Grow a Profitable Mobile Food Truck Business. The image should be attention grabbing and convey a sense of excitement and deliciousness, perhaps featuring a busy food truck with customers and colorful, delicious looking food items on display. Let's check it out and see what it gave us. All right, so we can roll down and we can see a couple cartoon style images and some people, I guess, walking off with their food. So this just kind of gives you an example of how you can kind of get some images for a book. Nothing that is shocking. You can hit variations if I like this one a little more. And that's kind of how you can get some images going for a business book. Now let's think about papers. Let's go back to ChatGPT and say, can you provide examples of business papers that I could publish to promote a food truck business? Okay, I'm using the food truck example because I used it from the previous videos in the playlist. Make sure you check that out. So we're going to go ahead and get some tips from the robot. It's going to tell us what types of papers that we could write. A business plan, a marketing plan, which we've covered the images in this playlist. A feasibility study, that's something a little bit different. A feasibility study. All right. So now that we know we could create a feasibility study, there's also an operating manual, which is pretty good. An operating manual, that may not be for the public though. A food truck pro forma, that's a really good one, which is a detailed financial projection for your food truck business. That's pretty good. And a blog, of course, press release. We discussed how to get images for a blog already. Now, since we got a feasibility study, we're going to ask it, can you write a prompt for Dall-E to generate photographs for a paper titled A Feasibility Study? Can you write a prompt for Dall-E to generate photographs for a paper titled Feasibility Studied for a, let's switch the business type up. Let's call it a flower business, okay? Just to switch it up from the food truck a little bit, okay? And let's see if it'll give us a useful prompt. Now notice you can change any of this stuff. I'm just giving you a good example so you can see how quickly you can use these two robots to get what you need. I'm going to copy this so that it doesn't crash. And if it does, I'll still have some text. All right, looks like it didn't crash. Okay, jump over to the images robot. And it truncated some of the text. So we'll just put an end at the last comma. Let it start running, and then let's read this prompt that ChatGPT wrote for us. I switched it to the flower business just to mix it up a little bit. But it said to create an original image that visually represents the concept of a successful flower business as described in the paper titled A Feasibility Study for a Flower Business. The image should be visually pleasing, featuring an array of colorful and vibrant flowers. So you can just see, you can read on the screen and you can see how detailed this is. Let's see the results that we get from that prompt. All right. So here are images that could be used in the feasibility study. Look how cool these pictures are. And you can use these in the actual document itself and distribute it to the bankers or whoever it is that your financiers or your prospective investors. You could send that to them so they could get an understanding of get a visual understanding of what you are explaining to them, right? And images just make papers look more interesting to read. All right. Make sure you subscribe for more tips at howwhy.ai. It's all about how to grow your business with artificial intelligence. When you subscribe, you'll get 12 businesses to start with AI today. You'll also get 31 AI apps to use in your business now. That's on the free reports that I'll send you. And you'll also get my email. So when you have questions, I'm there to help you out. Make sure you share this video with your old roommates and close friends. Until the next time, I am Darnell Jackson. Peace.